Hey guys, I'm going to teach you how to play Stooshe Black Art. Okay, not too hard to learn. I hope. Strumming pattern's probably more difficult to learn than the chords themselves. Well, I would say anyway. You might not agree with me, but we'll see how we get on, shall we? Okay, so what we'll do is start off by getting this song into the correct key, or the key that they sing it in. Once you learn to play it, you can move your capo up and down and put it into any key you like to suit your own voice. But for the purposes of this, we will put the capo onto the first fret. Okay, so there you go. Next, chords. So we'll start with the intro. Okay, so the intro, again, I'll just say I'd love to be able to sit here and teach you all the chord shapes, but the video would go on for hours. So I think if you don't know these chords, just go to another lesson where somebody will teach you how to do them, and then you can come back and play the song along with me. Okay, so the intro, again, I'm going to put all the chords underneath. Okay, so if you don't catch what I'm saying, just look underneath this video and you'll see them. Okay, so here we go. The intro is G, D, A minor 7, which is basically the same as an A minor, but you lift up your ring finger, okay, and take that off the strings. Right? So your A minor 7 and a C. Okay, again, G, D, A minor 7 and a C. Okay, now I'll teach you the strumming pattern, and then just use that same strumming pattern for the verses and the bridge and the chorus. Okay, it's all the same. Okay, so your strumming pattern, I'll try and slow this down a bit. Okay, so I'll start off with the G. Okay, and the strumming pattern is down, 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 up, up, down, down. Okay, so it sounds a bit like this. Down, 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 up, up, down, down. Okay, down, 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 up, up, down, down. Down, 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 up, up, down, down. Down, 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 up, up, down, down. Okay? Down, 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 up, down, down. Okay? Just keep practicing that and you'll get there. Just take a lot of practice if you're not used to strumming. And you need to get, I think with this song, you need to make sure your wrist is nice and loose and it's just like a pendulum. Okay? So we've started with our G chord with that strumming pattern. Okay, so it's D, A minor 7, C, and again G, D, A minor 7, C. Okay, and then we'll go into the chorus. Not the chorus, sorry. We'll go into the verse. So for the verse, you're using the chords G, D, E minor, C, and then back to D. Okay, so pretty basic beginner's chords that most of you should already know. Okay, there's no bar chords in that verse. Okay, so again, same strumming pattern, and I'll try and talk you through the chords as I go through them. Okay. G, D, E minor, C, and a D. See? So at the end of that bit there, you go quite quickly over to D, okay? So it's like this. I don't like it when you break me, honey. Why do you have to do C and a D? G and D and E minor, C, E minor, C and a D. I don't like it when you break me, honey. Why do you have to do So G, D, E minor, C and a D. Okay, so remember those chords. Same strumming pattern again that I've taught you at the start. And it doesn't really change, to be honest. You might find once you get more familiar with a song that you start adding your own little flicks and whatever. But at the moment that's a good strumming pattern for you to learn. Okay, so we'll move on to the pre-chorus. Okay, so this is probably my favourite part of the song actually, because it adds a few little jazzy chords in, a few seventh chords. Okay, so it starts with a B minor 7. Okay, so probably one of the first bar chords you will learn is a B minor. Okay, but the B minor 7, you just lift your pinky off. Okay, gives that lovely jazzy sound. Okay, so it's a B minor 7, and then it goes to an A minor 7, which you've learnt for the intro. Okay, that's the one with the ring finger off the strings, and then you go back to B minor 7, and then you go to C major 7, which is, if you imagine a C chord, you just take off this first finger, so you've just got these two fingers on like that. Okay, so how it will go is, I will just sing along for this first bit. Okay, so you start with B minor 7, and one thing you can do with this is kind of, because it's a bar chord, you can lift your fingers off a bit as you're strumming and give it that little staccato kind of sound, you know. A bit like this. Okay, so figure, I ain't working you out whatsoever. The only way I can sum you up altogether. You've got a black heart, D. So you got the D at the end there. Okay, so basically B minor 7 to A minor 7, B minor 7 to C major 7, D, you got a black heart. Okay, so you figure I ain't working you out whatsoever. A minor 7, B minor 7, sum you up together, C major 7, D, you've got a black heart. Okay, so that's your pre-chorus there. Okay, and next, sorry, I'm messing around with this camera. Next, we will. I hope that phone call was important. Oh well, you can leave a message if they really want me to get back to them. Okay, so let's get on to the chorus then. Okay, so the chorus is a G chord, a D, an A minor, and a C. All right. Again, nice little easy chords. Okay, but there also is a that's the first bit of the chorus. I'll break it down. So you got to start off with, you got your G and the D, A minor, and a C. Somehow you're scaring me to death. Oh yes he is. Okay, so it's G, falling D, monster, A minor, C, G, D, bring me to death, A minor, and C. Okay, so you play that over. So you play that twice for the first half of the chorus, and then when you get to the second half, where it goes, he's big and he's bad, G, I love him like mad. B7, okay, well, I flung that wrong myself. Okay, he's big and he's bad. G, I love him like mad. B7, okay, and the B7 is a bit of a tricky chord. I even get it wrong myself, and I've been playing it for a few years, so I always seem to stick my first finger in the wrong place. Okay, so basically I'll try and break this. This is the only chord I'll teach you, but hopefully you'll go away and learn it properly anyway. So you got your index finger here, which goes on the 3rd string down, which is your D string, okay, on the 1st fret. Your 2nd finger goes on the 2nd string down, so on the 2nd fret. Your ring finger goes on the 4th string down on the 2nd fret, and your little finger goes on the last string, your E string, on the 2nd fret, okay? And that gives you that lovely B7 sound, okay? Again, it's quite difficult to get to finger, but once you get used to it, it's a lovely little chord to have in your repertoire, okay, in your bag. So basically, so he's big and he's G, I love him like B7. Mama, he's a A-7 I've ever seen. G, fallen D for an A minor. C, he's got a black heart. And let's do that. So basically, the whole chorus is, it's difficult to sing the words and kind of sing the chords at the same time, but I'll go now. So your whole chorus is G, D, A minor, to C, G, D, A minor, and C. He's big and he's G, I love him B7. Mama, he's an A-7 and a C. G, D, and A minor. C, he's got a black heart. And there you go. Okay? I think, what more can I say about that song really? I've covered the choruses, I've covered the verse, I've covered the intro, I've covered the bridge. Just remember, get your strumming pattern right. Chords are all written down for you, and I would say practice that pre-chorus a bit, because that's the best bit. You know, if you can get staccato, because when you get into that. So. Fiddle, I ain't working you out whatsoever. The only thing I can figure you out whatsoever. He's got a black heart. That's my favourite part of the song, as you can tell. Okay, anyway, if you need any more help, any questions, just send me a message and I'll hopefully be able to help you out. I don't think I've missed anything. Okay then, good luck. And I'll see if I can actually stop this video. Yeah.